What's the one resource in this mod pack that you can't get too much of? Of course, that one resource is energy, FE, power. So this episode, we're going to progress deeper into the Powah questline. Let's take a look at what's been going on between episodes. I did expand this area down. You'll see there's a little area here. We'll be working on that a little bit today. I used the building gadget, just added on another floor down here. So we've got a little more space. We're going to be using this for our primary infrastructure area. Over here in the mob farm, I did finish working on this, starting to build the hill up. Got a nice little glass viewing area right through there, even though you can't really see, but you know, still pretty cool. This will be the area going around to the back of it. We won't come back here very often, but whenever we need to, we can come back here. I did add a second layer up here. Hello. I did add a second layer up here on the top area, and it's only too high. So we won't let Endermen spawn up here. So primarily it is, we do get a lot of slimes in here, but it's primarily for creepers, zombies, and skeletons. There is witch water in the drop that goes down through there. So when they go through, they become, you know, the angry zombies, the wither skeletons, and the charged creepers. That's been really cool because I've now have 13 wither skull heads and 770 wither skull fragments, which we can use those for turning into wither skeleton skull heads as well. That's pretty cool. Also created this loot bag opener little area here. So some of the items that we get, man, starting to get clogged up again. I thought I had on the witch hats, I thought I had that as a void upgrade. I don't. Let's grab a void upgrade. But there are loot bags in this game that are from Forcecraft. And so I've got that set up so that it'll open those bags up for me automatically. Hello, Gerald. Say hi. Right there. There we go. That'll take care of it. So here's the loot bag opener right here. So this is just using the click machine. And I got this set for clicking 2 clicks per second. It doesn't use any power, which is one of the things I love about it. Got it set up to sneak right click. There's a lot of stuff in here that we just don't need, but you know, we're getting diamonds out of there. We're getting gold out of there. We're getting iron out of there. That ain't too bad. Everything else, I could probably do without. Ooh, Black Lotus. I'll keep that. And then I did put a spot over here with void upgrades for the ability totems. If you look at the tooltip, you see you can't see what's in there, which is pretty stinky, but I don't know. That's okay. I just wanted to kind of get them out of here. They are being voided. So you'll see there's a couple more that we're getting. So what I'll have to do... Ooh, Wither. Oh, I want that one. Come here, Wither. Let's do that one. Entities in the area become withered. Look at that. 212 levels. Which is pretty cool. I'm going to add that on there, and then I'm going to take it right back off again. One of the things about these ability totems, I didn't realize this, but these will really draw down your saturation. One of those that, you know, I usually will turn down the speed, turn down my strength, cut some of those off, don't leave them all going. When I have it all on there, man, I go through the tamales like crazy. Now, the only thing that I don't like about this is I still can't find a way to turn the farm off. So if you know of one, let me know down in the comments, because I would love to be able to kick this farm off and not spawn mobs, so that I can, you know, hop in there to do some work or whatever. Mystical agriculture area. Got this area prepped for the lily pads of fertility. So we're ready to start doing that. And also I created, probably won't be able to see it without me causing a big mess, but let's see. Yeah, big mess. But that's all filled in with water right there, so I can put the lily pads of fertility in there. And I just knocked out a torch, didn't I? Yeah, probably. And then created another garden space over here. Moved all the tier 1 and tier 2 seeds over to this area. Put them all on Supremium soil. Really don't think I'm going to need too many more of these in multiples like this. Once we get this thing sped up, it'll be just fine. So you can see, yeah, it's doing okay for me, just going at a normal pace. And then, of course, left all the higher tier seeds over here on the fertilized farmland using the red fertilizer and getting tick updated underneath there. And then finally, you'll see there's a couple extra bees over here. So I did use the flight capability that I have from the abilities totem. And I grabbed the leads and went out and captured all the bees that had flown off the side and down towards the void. They will only go so far and stop. They won't proceed down to the void. So you just got to go down there and get them. But then I decided to do some fishing. And I was hoping to get maybe a name tag for Gerald, but I haven't been able to find one yet. But while I was doing that, I actually caught a water bee and also an oily bee. So I've added those over here as we get into the productive bees mod. Those will come in pretty handy. Okay, so that's enough for the recap. In this episode, like I said, we're going to start working on the Powah quest line. We want to go deeper down into that. So if we take a look at the quest line here for Powah, we have gotten to the basic tier. I think we want to head down here through some of these other tiers. So that's what we're going to work on, along with, upgrading the magmators, upgrading the thermal generators, and upgrading some cabling, and also getting into energizing so we can get towards the blazing tier. But first things first, you will see that I do have a few lily pads of fertility on me. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start putting these down right along the edge. The lily pads of fertility require the normal vanilla lily pad and then the fertility essence, and this is what you need the reliquary drops for. Plus you need green dye or cactus green from vanilla Minecraft. So to get more of these, let's go ahead and add that to my list. We're going to need rib bones, catalyzing glands, and slime drop. So 7 more, that's not great, but that's okay. More of these we get put in, the quicker this thing's going to go. This will continue to run as we get more and more of the reliquary drops. We'll keep filling this in. Once we get this entire top layer filled in, the entire underneath side will get filled in too. So that'll really give a lot of effects coming up from these lily pads of fertility. Now, one thing else that will really help with this is the Supremium Watering Can. So let's go. Let's grab me 7 of those. That'll work. Okay, I want to make some speed upgrades for modular router for the watering can. And to do that, I'm going to need a blaze rod. I have not gone to the nether yet. Probably could, but I see there is a quest for getting a blaze rod that you can do by making the sword blueprint. So that is what we're going to do. All right, I'm going to charge through this and then I will be right back. All right, so that should get us our blaze rod. Yes. So we should be able to now take our blaze rod and not sure if this is entirely necessary, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyways. Watching a video on this and they said to put a slab on top of this and then to put your modular router on top of the slab. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to take the activator card and we're going to set it to down and we're going to put it in there. And then we need to fill up the watering can. Let's see. Come here, you. And filled. Cool. Put it into the buffer area. And then let's throw some speed upgrades in there. Oh, you want to do 9? Okay. Went ahead and put speed upgrade in here. Did the improved pipe upgrade. I'll make the advanced one here shortly. But right now, it seems to be working okay as far as keeping everything cleared out. We've shut the seeds down from coming in because not really too worried about the seeds. But I do have like 6 stacks of the Infernium Essence seeds. So if we need to make some more, we can make some more seeds. But I don't think we're going to need to make any more. So for the rest of this, yeah, I think it's running pretty good. We're gonna let this continue to run and just let it build up the insanium for us. Yeah, I've used up quite a bit, but we're back up to 8 already. Okay, let's get started on what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be working on the Powah. I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get here on the energy cells. We're going to get down to the, let's go ahead and make the basic energy cell. I think that'll work. That'll store 4 million for us. So I think that'll work okay. One of the things I want to get that is you get the loot reward, and I'm hoping that we will get the rods instead of, something else. But so let's get started with that one. There we go. We're going to let that kind of build up as a buffer right there. We're going to have to get a couple more of these thermal generators made so we can set it up where we're going to have our next area at. So let's do a couple of those thermal generators. Okay, we're down here in the next lower area down. So I did go ahead and put elevator blocks in so I can just hop down here really quick. And we're going to start putting in all the power stuff right over here. And I haven't really decided exactly, but I'm probably going to go like right over here. So let's start off with the magmators, so the thermal cells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got room for 7 over here. I've only got 5 made right now. So let's start right through here. Like that, and we'll need that. I would like to put one underneath like that. There we go. Perfect. Now, should be able to put the lava in. Those, and these will need pipes and water. Cool, those are generating some good power. Now we're going to go ahead and throw, we just have the starter energy cables. Can we upgrade these already? What do we need to upgrade those? Okay, that'll get us a good start. Let's get the energizing orb made. There is the energizing orb. And we just need one more of those just to complete the quest line. There we go. So that should take care of... Oh, I got to have them all in my inventory at the same time. All right, let's put the energizing rods on. And we're going to put the energizing orb right here. Now that should allow us to get into the energized level. Let's go ahead and accept this. So let's look at what we need to do to get into the energized. We're going to need iron and gold and 10,000 FE. So I think I'm going to go ahead and make a blaze rod seed also. And this is, where's it at? Blaze seed. Here it is. So this will require the soul jars. You need 4 of these soul jars filled with the blaze, and you do that by putting the blaze rods into the soul extractor. So I've been running over and grabbing the, here we go. I've been going over and grabbing the ender pearls, and it takes each one of these, each blaze rod only gives you half of a soul essence. So it's going to take 20 of those to get 10 in a jar. So I'm going to let that finish up. We're going to make our blaze seed. I'll put it down on the farm, and then we'll come back and finish working on the rest of this. That's going to start producing a lot more FE per tick. That says 150. That says 80. So not quite double, but it's much, much better. Get the rest of these changed over. Each one's doing 150 ME per tick. There's 5 of them there. So 750 FE per tick. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Let's take a look at what we've got else here to do. So that takes care of that one. Let's update our energy rods. Let's take them to hardened also. So let's get those off of there. All right. All 3 of those have now been updated. So let's start making some blazing crystals. These we can either make with less FE using a blaze rod or more FE using the blaze powder. Well, we definitely have more blaze powder right now than what we do of anything else. So let's start off with that. So now that we've got 9 of those, we can take those, them like that. And this is actually a fuel cell source that is a much higher grade. So if we were to look at the heat sources for the what are these called? Thermo generators. You can see the magma gets 800 degrees Celsius, lava is 1,000. These are 2,800 degrees. And the way the thermo generators work is the higher the level, the higher the heat that's coming out underneath them, the more power they put off. So let's take that, put that there. Okay, we should have all of this updated now to hardened, including the energy cell, which will hold 10 million now. Yeah, 420 FE a tick is what this is producing now with that blazing mesh or that blazing crystal block underneath it. That's cool. And let's do 1, 2, 3. Those are all hardened. And we have 1, 2, 3 blazing rods, which now should get us through this stuff pretty quick. And I know that just a second ago, I was getting some really good speeds out of this. Pyong. What do you got? Stonebreaker. That's the same one I've got. So, no. Go away. All right, so that gets us to the hardened one there. Those are all hardened, but we've got the blazing mesh underneath it. Need to get some more blazing crystals. Let's jump up here. $119 of the essence. Oh, yeah. So now, can we do, instead of doing the blaze powder, we can do the blaze rods? And can we do those? $810,000 to give us a block of blazing crystal. I think we can handle that. Oh, yeah. Let's replace 3 more of those. Oh, that's not good. If you're having as much fun as me in this series, then boop the like button down below. Much appreciated. Come on, Gerald. We got work to do. Upgrading step by step gives me an opportunity to build up power and resources so that each upgrade step becomes quicker. Doing all this before getting into auto crafting and processing means that I won't have a lack of power right in the beginning. Next thing I'd like to look at is the Fluxx networks. So to do this, we're going to have to get into making the Fluxx dust. And this can be done with either using a 2x compressed cobblestone here, or a 1x, I'm sorry, or using a Fluxx block, which you need the Fluxx dust to do it with first, or you can use a piece of bedrock. Now we happen to have a piece of bedrock right up here in front, so we're going to do that. We're going to need a piece of obsidian and a lot of redstone. So let's grab a block of obsidian. And let's get a couple building blocks. And how are we doing on redstone? Not bad. Let's grab the redstone we got out here, though. I am going to turn off magnetism. There we go. All right, so let's make the Fluxx cores. This is something we're going to need quite a few of. We need, you see, one for there for making the Fluxx controller. And I think when we get into the Fluxx plugs, yeah, Fluxx plugs require 4 per. So let's go ahead and make a good amount of these. All right, there's a Fluxx controller. So I should be able to put a plug on top of this. And I can choose my network. And I can say bypass limit. There we go. Out of power. Here we go. Our network should be working. Cool. It's taking in just about as much as it's putting out, right? Excellent. Sweet. So there is one more seed I would like to get as we're talking about the Powah quest line. Let's go right here, making uranite. It says since we're in a sky, we can't mine uranite. We have to make it. First get uranium from sieving deep slate, then use the energizing. We learned from last quest to energize uranium into uranite. Now your reactor fuel is ready. So what I've done is run down here real quick. I went ahead and set up an igneous extruder, and we're using packed ice, nothing underneath it, and lava. And that is getting us our cobbled deep slate. And then crush it using the hammer just like you normally would. And then sieve it out. It's a 10% chance to get the uranium that we need. So I don't know if it's something that we're going to be able to get everything here the first chance, but uranium. Cool. Gerald. I'm very happy with the progress that we've made in this episode, getting into the Powah quest line. Being able to get into some of the blazing tier stuff is really, really nice. That's going to help out a lot, especially since the next step that we're going to be doing, we're going to be building out our AE2 system in the next episode, and we're going to start working to get auto crafting into place. And who knows, it might even be time to get Gerald his own place. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. This is Shino, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.